I need a new way. Yeah! America's fricked. We're so done. I got a comment on one of my recent videos. I think his name was Patrick. And Patrick, this is my response to you. Patrick claims that because I have not a dislike for Apple, but like a dislike for Apple, you know? Like the product, not the fruit. I just don't really vibe with their tech right now. And I said ever since like Steve Jobs, Billy Gates, whatever died, their innovation has kind of gone down the hill. I just said personally, it's easier for me with the Samsungs and stuff like that. So, not a fan. Not a fan of the Apple products. I gave them another chance, and I'm still using an Apple product, so I feel like I am allowed to speak on this topic because I've actually tried it, and I still don't like it. I would much rather the Samsung. So, anyways, while I was kind of talking about that, Mr. Patrick decided to click on my video, and then he basically told me to keep my opinion to myself because when people dislike Apple, it shows a level of education. And then he went on to assume that I am Republican, a Christian, and basically just an idiot because I have a personal preference. And this is the problem with America. If you have an opinion, it's always the fucking wrong one. And it means that you're stupid. And I see this on both sides of political parties. I see this every day. It's so bad. It is like absolutely disgusting how we can't think for ourselves. We can't have personal preferences because they're always the wrong ones. It's always the wrong answer. So like, because he likes Apple, and only because he likes Apple products, means that he's educated, a Democrat, and Jewish? Or some shit? I don't think so. I don't think that's how that works. I just thought it was kind of funny. But it also really got under my skin, and this is why I shouldn't be on the internet, because I'm like, what? What do you mean? Because I have a personal preference. It's the wrong one, and that means that I am associated with a certain religion, political party, and everything else. Like, that's what the problem is. I feel like if you have the wrong opinion, then it just becomes like a personal attack. Because someone decides to think differently. Like, that's what's supposed to be so cool about America compared to other places, because like you can have your own opinion. You know, like everyone's gonna have different priorities, everyone's gonna think differently, and that's how we come up with a lot of cool shit. No, it's just stupid. Like, so if he's a Democrat, should I assume that he doesn't like defense spending? He doesn't like the company Lockheed Martin, which means that he's Jewish and a Democrat and everything else? Like, no. That's just stupid. It's like saying there's no Democrats ever that have ever owned a gun before. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Now, when he made that comment about, you know, being uneducated, a Republican and a Christian, I'm assuming that he meant unintelligent and not uneducated, because you could still be an absolute moron but still be educated, you know? Like, I see absolute morons graduate college every day, but are any of them intelligent is the real question. And that's not determined by the fact that you're an educated individual and you have a degree. Just because you have a degree doesn't mean that you're intelligent. So then, like I said, everything becomes a personal attack, so I'm like, I'm in the wrong and I'm stupid because I have a personal preference. Now, I would like to think that I am an independent voter. Like, I'm not... I will admit, a lot of times I do lean more towards Republican views, but there are definitely some views that I'm like, okay, well, that's just stupid no matter how you view it. Or there's some instances where I think... Oh, that's a cop. I knew that. Oops. Instances where I feel like the Democrats don't have necessarily the wrong idea, but I want to get an idea of the type of person that I was working with here on this comment. I went on his YouTube channel, and he has a couple of videos that are posted. Some of them more recent than others. There's like one that was 3 months ago, and a couple more that were like 3 years ago. And in his bio, he says he was moving from Sydney, Australia to like Omaha, Nebraska. Which, honestly, good for him. That's great. Now, in that 3-minute video that he posted from 3 months ago, a lot of threes in here. This is a very nice cloud coverage today. Whoa, I'm gonna be flying, dude. Give me like 2 hours, I'm gonna be up there. I watched this video, and it reminds me a lot of like old YouTube, where it was genuinely just you being you, and you can talk about whatever you want. And like, that's great. I miss that old YouTube. And, you know, in that 3-minute video, he's talking about how he lives in Omaha. He works at like I think he's at like a bakery or something. He's selling cupcakes. He's like, yeah, but we only have 4 cupcakes left, so this and that. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So he sells cupcakes, and he moved all the way from Sydney, Australia to sell cupcakes, I think, maybe. I mean, it looked like he's enjoying life over there, but you know, it was a good little tour of the bakery and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, this is actually kind of cool. And then he starts talking about all the stuff that they sell and stuff, and I'm like, you know what? If I was in Nebraska right now, I would probably stop there. But I'm not in Nebraska, I'm in Massachusetts, so I ain't going over there. But anyway, towards the end of the video, he's like, you know, I do have future plans. I potentially got a job in like Iowa or something as a real estate broker or something. And I'm like, honestly, good for you, man. That's great. He fulfilled his dream of moving from Sydney, Australia, all the way back to Nebraska, and now he's moving to Iowa. So like, if anyone should be open to different opinions, I feel like it should be someone coming from Australia going to America, because I don't know. America's so free to express opinions until it's socially unaccepted, and then you're like a criminal at that point. And then also at the very end of the video, it was like a whole really messed up situation. It just randomly, you're just like bah, right there. I had no idea where it was coming from. I had no idea it was coming. It just like absolutely blindsided me. And then he was talking about his grandmother passing away, and he said at the funeral they showed up, and his grandmother was cremated when she was supposed to be buried. So they swapped 2 bodies, I guess. And that means that he also mentioned that the other lady that didn't get cremated, that was supposed to, was also sitting in his grandmother's casket and wearing his grandmother's clothes. So that honestly threw me off, came out of absolutely nowhere, and it was quite interesting. I mean, that sucks really bad. That's fucked up. No one should have to do that. But then he started expressing a GoFundMe. And I'm like, I don't know why you need a GoFundMe when that's literally a lawsuit waiting to happen. Not to say accidents don't happen would be a lie, but I don't know how you mix up bodies or anything like that. But then again, I don't work in the dead person industry, so maybe I'm not one to talk about it. Like, that's what's so aggravating. Like, no one's open-minded anymore. Everyone only hears what they want to hear. And if I have the wrong opinion, then that means that I should, like, be dead, basically. But you should have got the flip-down thing.
I didn't know. I shouldn't have.
Yeah, you should have. You should have got the flip-down visor and had the clear.
Oh, my face.
Yeah, you ugly as shit, dude. You need a tinted visor. Yeah, you ugly, for sure. But that's okay. Because I'm ugly too, and I'm proud. Yeah, but this is like what really sucks about society in America. Like, I understand that everyone's gonna have a different thought process. Everyone's gonna think differently when they're 18 versus when they're 65. Like, everything's gonna be different. Everyone is changing. And that's what you want. You want to be constantly changing. You don't want to be stuck in the same thought process for 80 years. You're just asking to be depressed for all your life if you do that. That's like me saying when I got my motorcycle at 16, and I've thought exactly the same for the past like 8 years, right? 8 years? No, wait, yeah, 8 years. That I have not changed a single thing about my riding in 8 years. Like, no, I'm gonna get better at it. I'm gonna get more aware of my surroundings, because now I've had so many near-death experiences that I feel like I have to. But when I'm 18, 16, whatever, I'm not thinking like, oh man, I'm so awesome and like everyone's gonna see me because I have a motorcycle and I'm just gonna do whatever I want, when I want, how I want, etc. Now I'm like, maybe before then I would ride a little bit more offensively, but now I ride more defensively. Like, stuff is always gonna be changing, and I don't understand why people are so like crazy. Oh shit. Oh my god, I just stalled it. I almost just broke my fucking ass. Oh, he has one of those backpacks now? I didn't even realize that. Like, thinking differently than everyone around you is okay. Like, you can still be friends with someone and have a different thought process. Like, because someone doesn't like guns, I'm not gonna be like, you know what, you're not my fucking friend anymore. You don't like guns? Fuck you. Get out of my fucking life. Like, what? Like, what do you, what? Huh? Like Apple? What a fucking idiot. You'll never be my friend. Like, bitch, what? And the best thing is, like, going off the educated part. Like, I do have actually a college degree. I know that may be crazy to understand, but... And it wasn't just a college degree in, like, fucking art or English or some dumb shit. It was actually, like, applicable engineering. You know? I went to a maritime academy. We learned how to drive ships. And we understand how there's, like, turbines, condensers, boilers, etc. We get licenses out of these things. And it's like, I don't know, like, you like I said, you can get a degree and still be an absolute moron. But, like, I am technically educated. Am I intelligent? That's subjective. I don't know. That's up for you to decide. But I think intelligent is probably the more of the word he was trying to go for, not educated. Because technically, if you graduate high school, you're educated, right? No? Yeah? Maybe? I don't know. Where do we draw the line at educated? I wonder if he's ever thought about where the electricity comes from that bakes some cupcakes. Or, lights up that bakery, or how we heat the bakery, etc. Like, there's so many different things that maybe he doesn't know, but I know. And maybe there's some things that he knows that I don't. Like, I don't know how to bake a cupcake from scratch, dude. Maybe he does. So I'm not gonna tell you how to bake a damn cupcake if I don't know how to bake a damn cupcake. Like, what? I'm not gonna call you a fucking idiot because you don't want to learn how, like, our infrastructure works. That's not everyone's forte. The same way that baking cupcakes isn't everyone's forte. You know what I mean? Makes no good goddamn sense. Not everyone wants to know how everything works. Me? I like knowing how stuff works. That doesn't mean that everyone else does. It has been real. Thank you for watching the video. Don't know what this video even consisted of, or if I included any of the flight time. But, Patrick, I'll leave Patrick's channel link in the description so you guys can go check him out. He has a couple cool videos on there. Tell him I sent you. He's a good guy, local guy, Nebraska. That's about it. Signing off from the uneducated Christian Republican, according to Patrick. Goodbye.